Now again, we have surveys for K-12 students, teachers, librarians, school site administrators, district administrators, technology leaders, parents, and community members. Let me talk a little bit more about parents and community members before we move on here. So starting with community members, the community member survey is sort of a broad survey, and it came to us as a request from many schools and districts who wanted to find out about what were the perceptions of digital learning from their much broader community, from the businesses that were in their community, the employers, from the folks that worked in after-school programs or in informal learning environments, local museums, libraries. They also wanted to find out about the views around digital learning and education in general from the parents who maybe do not have children in school yet. And so their children are too young to be in kindergarten or in preschool, and so they were interested in those views, as well as parents whose children had already graduated from the local schools. And so as part of that, we created this community survey. It asks some of the questions that are very similar on the parent survey, but with a slightly different perspective, a slightly broader perspective. We also have found that many districts are using that community member survey to get the views of their staff or their employees that are not teachers or not administrators. So that might be administrative staff, it might be your transportation staff, your staff that's involved with food service or some of your business operations. So it's a very interesting survey, and we're getting a lot of interest across the country in that particular data. That survey was new last year, and so this is really our first full year of having it included in the Speak Up portfolio. Now, the parent survey is a particular survey that's of very high interest to me because I know from my conversations with school superintendents all across the country, it is sometimes hard to really put your finger or get a pulse on parent viewpoint. You may very well have that pulse point from your parents that are very actively involved in your school, who are the folks that are on the PTA board, in your booster group. They are room moms, they participate in all your different activities, come to your different activities on campus. But there also is another whole group of parents that either don't have the time or the opportunity to participate at that same level. And so it's interesting to use that parent survey to get a broader perspective on the views of all of your parents, not just the parents you see every day on campus.